Welcome to Unboxing with Rob, and today we have old and new. We have He-Man Masters of the Universe from 2000. We have He-Man Retro Play 2022. That's supposed to represent the He-Man of 2000. And then we have Skeletor Retro Play 2022 that represents the old He-Man Masters of the Universe 2000 as well. Alright, so here we got the He-Man 2000. Let's look at the packaging. It's got some characters on here. So we have Battle Sound He-Man, Stratos, Man-at-Arms, then He-Man, which we have right here. Battle Sound Skeletor, Beastman, Merman, and then another Skeletor down here. So it looks pretty good. Let's open it up. It's supposed to come with a sticker, so I guess this is the sticker up here. Possible. This particular figure, we got some cool accessories. We have a sword, and we have a battle axe, and we have his shield right here. His arms don't bend. His legs don't bend. There's a cool vest thing right here, belt. Yeah, he looks pretty neat. I like his hairstyle. I like the way they sculpted his face. It's probably not the best ideal to stand. Well, stands okay. Alright, so there we go. He-Man 2000. Alright, next we have the Retro Play He-Man 2022. So this one is supposed to match the 2000 He-Man. Alright, we got some instructions here, looks like. Okay, removable parts. I guess his feet come off, his hands come off, and his arms come off, and his head. Okay. Alright, so he comes with a battle axe and a sword as well. So let's compare it with the old 2000 one. Oh, and a shield too, of course. Alright, so here we compare the shields. The older one is a little more faded. Could be because I had it for a while. But I think that's how it originally was. Bit of a faded looking color. This one's definitely more brighter, although it's a lot smaller shield. But they captured it pretty well. So that's it for the shields. Now the swords. So definitely a smaller sword than the original. I wish they would have painted the newer sword a little more, given a little more detail like they did in these old 2000 ones. So that would have been nice. I mean, if they did it in 2000, they definitely could do it in 2022. So there's the swords. Now for the battle axe, same thing. It's a smaller axe, the 2022 version versus the 2000 version. Also, you know, why didn't they put the extra painted detail like they did in the original one? If they could do that in 2000, they could do it in 2022. So, but still, it's pretty nice. There's the two axes. Now He-Man himself. So on this, he could bend his arms. and you can bend his legs at the knees. He's got a little bit of foot articulation too. That could help for posing him, standing him up. Let's compare him with the original 2000. So they tried to capture the hairstyle, but then they also tried to keep the 84 version of He-Man's face versus the 2000 version. So it's kind of a mix of both the old 1980s He-Man and the 2000 He-Man. So you got the 1980s style shape and posing, except for, you know, now we have the bending in the arms and the legs, so more posable. The coloring is more vibrant, bright. It's weird that they did his armor a little different. This one has more of a cross, and then this one has that 6-point symbol. So that's weird that they didn't do like the cross like the original. So they did it in the belt. So anyway, so there you go. You got that. And then we have a comic book comes with it, a little mini comic book, a little throwback to the 80s. So this is pretty cool. They incorporated Sunman in there. So we have Pighead, we have Sunman. So which Sunman was a different line of characters, but are now, I guess, bought by Mattel. So now they're part of the Masters of the Universe. So a little more diversity. So yeah, it's pretty nice, a little comic book. All right, next we have Skeletor, and this is a newer version, 2022, to represent the old 2000 version. Let's look at the box. We have 40 years of He-Man. This is the 40-year anniversary. On the back, we have some characters here. We have He-Man, which we just recently opened. We have Mantina and Skeletor, which is this one, and Pighead. Alright, so this one also comes with a comic book, and it's exact same comic book as the one we just got, which is unfortunate. It would be nice if this was a different comic book, so as you collect these and get the different ones, you have a different set of comics, but unfortunately they went with the same comic. So there we go, 2 of those. And then we got the instructions again, and once again this is showing all the removable parts. So apparently I like that they could come apart, because then you can interchange. You can put He-Man's arm on him if you want. So that's kind of a nice option if you want to modify the figures a bit, change out their heads. Alright, so it looks like we got them pretty strapped in again. So we'll cut them out. I don't know why they strap them in so well. They're not going to go anywhere. Alright, so let's look at his accessories. So he has a sword, and he has his ram head staff. They look pretty nice. Nice purple. I like the sword, how it's kind of sparkly plastic. That's kind of cool. Alright, now let's look at Skeletor himself. So of course he bends at the elbows, bends at the knees. He has a nice purple armor, and this is all separate pieces. So there's his head. Let's take off his head, since it says head's removable. Oh yeah, so his head just pops off, so you could replace it with some other head. So that's pretty cool. Pops back on. Alright, now let's have a comparison with him with the 2000 Skeletor, which we've opened in the past. So here we have the 2000 Skeletor versus the new 2022 version of the 2000 Skeletor. I wish they would have painted his face yellow like they did on this one, on the top versus on the bottom. But I do like the paint job of this one. I see on here they did a lot more detailing in the paint. I wish they would have done that here in the 2022. Paint the bones would be good. They don't necessarily have to paint these little things here, but if they painted those bones silver, that would have been really cool. unfortunately, they didn't do that. So yeah, they're pretty good. I mean, it's a pretty good rendition of the 2000 Skeletor, I think. So yeah, these are pretty good. These will look good next to each other. Anyway, so there we go. So here we have it, old and new. And once again, don't just like toys, love toys.